Welcome to the
That's because.
Welcome to the show.
What's that?
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Welcome to the show with the three amigos. Hochman, Crowder, and Solana on FM radio. Them boys be sliding, so we riding and we ready to go. 100,000 watts full throttle, baby, ready to blow. We passing poker out to Jupiter, we got your attention. You can tune in anywhere, but listen at your discretion. To the legend, Mr. Hochman can't stop from each of the deuce. My brother got his own hot burger at Tucker Deuce. Now I rush more of these sports, spitting the truth. It's Channing Crowder, greatest Dolphins, who rock up 52. Solana one best of Miami, the voice of FIU. We reppin' to Miami, the Heat and the Panthers too. We reppin' for the Marlins, the Dolphins, that's how we do. We reppin' for the Kings, so it's always about the you. Hey Jimmy, please get a bell on the phone and tell him that it's on. I finally got his name on the song. Can't do it wrong, cause it sounds so sweet. You spit the facts while I keep the crowd on their feet. Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey,
I'm still on a high from yesterday. Not even gonna lie. Now I see Crowder is signed in from New York. He's at this Fanatics thing, and I didn't even expect him to show up today, and he's there. But here's what fascinates me. He's chewing. He's eating something. Mm-hmm. And I got to know, because you get to New York, I got to know that you're not eating like a 7-Eleven turkey sandwich. I got to know that you're doing something New York related. Oh, popcorn.
I'm at the Renaissance Chelsea. And they have a popcorn machine downstairs. I couldn't walk past a popcorn machine and not get a bag of popcorn.
That's a nice little feature at a hotel. You know, it's enough. We got a lot to talk about. And I've said this before. It's enough with the cucumber infused water dispenser in the lobby of the thing. Yeah. Put more popcorn machines in the lobbies of hotels. Okay. It's what we want.
Yeah. And this New York diet is terrible. Because
there's a hot dog, pizza.
I ate 3 pieces of pizza already. I landed at 8:15. It's just there's pizza everywhere. I got to stop and grab a slice.
You can't help but stop wherever you're walking. You duck in, you grab a slice. I mean, it's like heaven.
I felt fat because I told the guy no plate. I just by the third piece, I just grabbed it with my hand and walked away. I had to go to shoot a podcast. Said, don't worry about the plate, brother. And he slid the pizza off the little metal thing into my hand.
No plate. That is perfect. That really is fat.
That is fat, man. I feel bad.
I'm on a high. I'm imagining Heat fans are still on a high from yesterday. I can't imagine how I'll feel if LeBron chooses to return to the Heat.
Oh, yeah. You'll miss a show.
Because it's not that, I mean, obviously you're better when LeBron's on your team. Yes. I think this team is good regardless. But it's like saying to the world and saying to, the NBA fan, hey, you know where it's going on right now? Mm-hmm. Miami. And I'm the king, and that's where I want to be. You know what I mean? Like there's just this feeling of, yeah, we had beaten you mother bleepers for 4 years because the king and we had the big three. And then maybe we were finding our way and you thought you all had us beaten down with the Dame Lillard stuff and the KD stuff and the false starts on Giannis or whatever. And then in the end, we're all throwing the powder in the air going, look at us, you mother bleepers.
And I thought about it because every time I say the bookends, you keep bringing up, why are you putting this year as his last year? Why can't he come to Miami for a year and then go back to Cleveland for a year? I'm starting to lean your way. Cleveland's nostalgic. I think Miami would be, like you're saying, a kind of a bleep you to the whole league.
I am completely convinced when he does go to Cleveland, it will be for the final season. Mm-hmm. So if he goes there this season, I think it's his final season. If he doesn't go there this season, I still believe he will end his career in Cleveland. He's just waiting out James Harden.
he's sitting there waiting for James to move. He's going to move into James's house.
Cleveland and Harden or LeBron?
I got LeBron.
It's amazing how it's being talked about. No joke, about an hour ago, there's a little bagel place downstairs in downtown Boca where I live called Boca Bagel Bar. And I go in there, I'm buying a couple cookies for people at the building here. They have these big, giant cookies. And there's a lady at the counter. She's ordering food. She's probably, in her 50s. She's ordering food. And she's talking with the guy at the register about where LeBron's going to end up. I'm just overhearing him. And she's like, yeah, I'm a Heat fan. I would really love for him to be down here. She goes, the only place that would really annoy me is Philly. And, they're just having this conversation. I'm just kind of eavesdropping. But I'm remarking to myself, like, how remarkable is it that in 2026, LeBron, where he's going, is the topic of conversation at the cash register at Boca Bagel Bar between two people, by the way, who you wouldn't think would be in the demo of having that particular conversation. Like, it was wild to me, that people, and we're included in this, are just so interested that after all these seasons in the NBA, he is still the number one attraction.
We shot 2 podcasts this morning. So when I get 8:15, get to the hotel at 9, get over there probably 9:45. Every time the cameras turned off, we were talking LeBron.
Yeah.
Where's he going? I said, do you want me to speak as a fan? Because I want him to go to Miami. But where do you think he's going? And then we get into what we talk about. What's the most advantageous roster? What is his angle? Because somebody brought it up. VJ Edgecombe, Maxey, Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid, and LeBron as your starting 5. That's an all-star team.
Crazy.
But Hawk, to your point, how many people have the commissioner of their league putting a schedule release on hold because he is yet to make a decision yet? Right. There are only, a handful of athletes in the world that could literally delay a schedule being released, that can alter a timeline of a league because they haven't decided what team they're going to play for. There aren't many dudes in the NBA that do that in their prime, let alone
the number one attraction.
42.
He is still at his age.
Who else? There's nobody in the NFL is going to stop the NFL release.
Mahomes. If Mahomes is a free agent, he's going to stop the schedule release.
I don't know. I think the NBA is different than NFL.
Maybe in MLB, Shohei, if Shohei was an unrestricted free agent, because you're going to want to see more national games, obviously. WNBA, Caitlin Clark, for sure.
Yes.
Like, you want to have as much exposure for the biggest stars that you can.
But those guys, the difference is they're in their prime still.
Yeah.
And LeBron is 42 years old. I think the only comparison in the NFL we've had recently was Aaron Rodgers, right?
He did kind of hold it up.
Yeah, and before he announced he was going to Pittsburgh last year, remember, the NFL wisely just assumed Pittsburgh is the most likely landing spot. They put Pittsburgh, Green Bay on Monday Night Football in like week 12 when they released the schedule because, hey, he's probably going to end up there, and this is going to be a marquee matchup that we want.
Didn't he open his Jets career in prime time?
Yep.
Famously
brought out the flag.
Yeah. But the Jets wouldn't have been on in prime time week 1 if Aaron Rodgers wasn't there.
Nope.
So there's less than 10 guys that can hold up a league release in the entire world.
I did. The lady who was in line at Boca Bagel Bar, she actually had a decent point, I thought, which was the riskiest play for him would be Philly. Because if he's going to Philly, it's solely to win a championship. There's no other storyline there. If he goes to Miami, he goes to Cleveland, you're closing a chapter, you're entering a new phase, you're revisiting something that was once great. If he goes to Philly, he's got a lot on the line if they don't win a championship.
And he does care about that. I think some guys wouldn't care, but I think LeBron takes all that into account when he makes his decision.
The only place I think he could get away with that is Golden State, where he would say, like I had said earlier in the week, hey, I know everyone wants to see me and Steph play together. And so this is the only chance that we're going to have to do that. And there would be no expectation of winning a championship with that Golden State roster. It would just be fun to watch him and Steph play together. But if he goes to Philly, that's got to be to win a championship. That's the only reason. He has no ties there, does he?
It's close to Cleveland. No, he has no ties.
He just has no ties there.
Yeah.
Maybe he's an Eagles fan. This LeBron jumps on every winning team's bandwagon, and then he'll tell you he's been an Eagles fan his entire life, too.
I can't wait to see him at Panthers games this season. Come on. Going to be out on the ice. He's going to be launching rats at Marchand.
Brady Kachuk jersey on. I'm with you. I like it.
100%. World Cup final is Sunday. We're going to talk about it today. You can count me in as a fan of soccer and certainly the World Cup. And I will tell you, I think my favorite part of the World Cup, watching it, this particular tournament more than I ever have, I think one of the reasons that I was able to engage as much as I was, and I just think it's brilliant, there is never overlapping games.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. It is so much more difficult to get into March Madness when 6 games are playing at once and I'm flipping between True TV and OWN, where with the World Cup, now granted, they've got, 6 weeks and the money to do whatever they want and dictate their own rules. But I will tell you, there is something so great about being able to sit down. This is when today's match is. You watch the match from beginning to end, and then you got, a couple hours till the next match. I mean, when the group stages first start, what were there, four games a day during the group stages?
Yeah, noon, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., midnight.
Fun is that? Even the Olympics, there's a million things going on at once. You're flipping between this channel, that channel. World Cup, I think it's more, it caters more to someone caring about the entirety of it because you can watch one game at a time and not have to miss anything else.
And I would say with Wimbledon going on as well, to wake up at 7:30 a.m. and to see somebody playing, like I have to take kids to school. But at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'm home to be.
It's perfectly suited for us.
It's amazing.
Like the World Cup for us, this particular version of it was so perfectly suited. I see people complaining about the 3 o'clock games this weekend. I'm like, all for it. Give me my nights.
Man, I got 5-minute breaks every 15. I can go catch up on a couple minutes.
Well, it doesn't have to stop here, guys. It doesn't have to stop. Let this passion flow through your veins when the Euros come around. If you like national team, I won't even dive into club soccer, but national teams. You have the Euro competition, so the best European clubs, and the games are at similar times, noon, 3 p.m., and the format of the tournament is very similar. The South American Championships, the Copa America as well, every 4 years. Don't let this stop. Embrace it.
I'm going to try. I really am going to try.
I don't want to just be the negative guy, but I don't like the countries playing against other countries is appealing to me. Some of the teams you just said, I'm not worried about them.
Well, I didn't say any of the teams.
But
I'm
talking the Euro, about whatever, like the Euros. Why am I worried about what London does to Paris? I don't know.
No, but that's my point. It's the European Cup is the European teams, not club teams, international teams. They play a European championship. It's called the Euros every 4 years. It'll happen in 2 years.
Can the U.S. get in on that?
Yeah, no. Jack. I want to see Pulisic.
No, you cannot see Pulisic, but you can potentially see the U.S.
Can't Trump call someone and get them in?
There we go.
Well, they're in the South American Championships. They've been playing in the Copa America because
the USA?
Mexico and the USA have been playing in Copa America because why not? It's more viewers and it expands the tournament from 10 teams to 12 teams.
Well, let's expand the Euros.
There we go.
Can Trump call Infante?
Infantino.
Let's expand some stuff, Solana. I don't know. You're purists. They're soccer purists. Let's expand.
You got to think outside the box here.
There we go.
So you guys are against the NBA Cup. You didn't want to expand the NBA, but soccer in Europe. Let's expand that.
Correct.
Gotcha. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Can we get
me.
Can we get Inter Miami in the Euros?
No, you cannot. You did get Inter Miami in the FIFA Club World Cup, though. That was cool.
I remember. They won a match.
Premier League weekend mornings, Hawk. You and me at a bar watching Bournemouth.
That I happen to watch because AFC Bournemouth is
Let's go.
often featured. And I am a Bournemouth supporter. That's no joke. I genuinely am. And I've been to 4 Inter Miami games now since Messi's been here. Haven't been in new stadium yet, but I will. No, I'm not BSing. Like I've gotten a lot more into soccer. In fact, today, my life. Before I stopped at Boca Bagel Bar, I got a cappuccino and an avocado toast at Italiano, which is also right here at the building in downtown Boca. And one of the waiters there, I've told Solana about him before, a kid named Facundo, who is Uruguayan. And I walked in there. I gave him holy hell about that Uruguayan team, man. You'd have thought that I was a soccer expert. And then I launched into how England just completely bleeped the bed against Messi, and that how that manager needs to be sacked. And, and he's talking with me, because he actually knows soccer.
Yeah.
And I'm just holding up my end of the bargain, but I'm just parroting everything that Solana says.
I just need a quick timeline. What time do you wake up?
So today, I could not get out of bed till 9:30. The alarm went off. Lori's alarm goes off at 8:45. And I could not get out of bed. So I laid in bed till 9:30. At 9:30,
you meander around Boca for 4 hours.
No. This is when I got hard to work. I texted Lee Sterling to see if he had enough games to come on today, and he does. He's coming on with us in the 3:00 hour. And then I texted Whittingham. Well, first I played Wordle, and I text Brian at Funky Buddha my Wordle score.
Got to do that.
And then I texted Whittingham to see if he'd come on and talk about the World Cup. And the only open slot we were going to have was the 4:00 hour, and unfortunately, he's taping a TV show then, so he couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. Then I texted Mike Cunha to see if he wanted to join us this hour. And he's in the Keys celebrating his wife's birthday. And I said, I don't believe you. And he sent me a picture of them walking on the beach. And I said, that's AI. And then I texted Clay Ferrero, who is going to come on with us this hour. But don't tell him that he was the 4th text.
Okay. And then when did you meander around Boca?
So then I asked DJ if he wanted me to go take him somewhere for breakfast. He said no, made his own eggs. And then I did a little stuff for the show sheet. DJ and I worked a little bit on the T-shirt store. We added a couple new designs up there.
2X, all I'm saying.
And then I said to Lori, I'm going to go get some avocado toast and a cappuccino. Would you like to go? This was probably about 11:15, 11:30. She said, sure. Went down to Italiano. So then after we finished, we walked a little bit. I was going to go get my lottery tickets at Sultan's. And we ran into some lady who had just moved to Boca. We had a nice conversation about some of the cafes. And then Lori had a conference call. So she's like, I got to go back and do the conference call. I said, I'm going to go to Sultan's. So I got my Cash Pop, my Fantasy 5 tickets at Sultan's. And then I figured as I'm walking back, you know what? I'm going to stop at Boca Bagel Bar and I'm going to buy these big giant cookies for some of the people who work in the building. So I stopped there. I got the hot take about LeBron going to Philly, which I thought was good.
Great take.
And then I got home.
That's a weird little schedule.
And so every time I think about retiring, I'm like, well, I kind of already am.
Let me buy cookies for the cleanup man. You're a good dude.
Yeah, right? Who doesn't love a free cookie on a Friday?
I wouldn't take it. This dude's trying to poison me.
But they're wrapped in plastic, like they're sealed. Anyway,
and this is a normal thing.
Let's get a quick look at the headlines with Solana, because I do want to have time with Clay. Headlines brought to you by Durrell Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Volkswagen or DurrellVW.com.
Because you brought up LBJ at the very beginning, Hawk, I was just had on ESPN here at the studios as we were talking about it, and Dave McMenamin was on ESPN, and according to him, Cleveland, Miami, Philly in the mix for LeBron. He says Golden State on the outside.
Yeah,
Again, if I'm picking a team that's not Cleveland or Miami, I would love to see him in Golden State. In fact, out of those 4 teams, where would you prefer to see him most, Crowder?
outside of Miami, Cleveland, Philly.
Nope, you can choose Miami. No. Out of those 4 teams.
Oh, out of the 4 teams, Miami.
Because for me, it would be Miami, but a close second is Golden State. I would love to see him play with Steph Curry.
Hawk, I can drive 40 minutes and watch LeBron play with Giannis and Bam.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm with you. I'm with you. But Golden 100%. State's a close second for me just because I remember the excitement of watching them together in the Olympics.
Yeah. And it's, what is it? Him, Steph, Porzingis, and Draymond would be the names.
Maybe they could get Clay back.
Maybe. I'm sure Clay would sign up for that.
If that was the roster, he'd sign up. In fact, Kevin Durant might go back.
They got to get nitroglycerin and IVs ready. That's the oldest roster in the world.
It's kind of a shame you bring up Kevin Durant. All this is happening. Giannis is here. Steph Curry's trying to get LeBron. LeBron's making his decision. Meanwhile, Kevin Durant is just on a burner in Houston, and nothing's going to happen this year with Kevin Durant, right? Like nobody thinks the Rockets are doing anything in the West.
Engaging with like 14-year-old kids on his burner account. LeBron's got the world by the balls.
I don't think KG navigated his career correctly.
No, see, I don't think KD cares about it the way that LeBron does. LeBron is very calculated with that stuff. You had KD on the podcast. Like, I genuinely don't think he cares about that stuff.
And that's the part, because y'all talking about the burner accounts. He acts very nonchalant. He speaks very nonchalant. So why are you arguing with fans on a burner account about yourself? You know what I'm saying? It's contradictory to the thought of how he's running his career. But I just don't. Maybe it's Rich Paul. LeBron has a big team. I don't know if KD has that big team, whatever it is, but he does things that don't look like he doesn't care.
He's the perfect stereotype of what people think the new age athlete is, which I hate the argument. But Crowder, you're always talking about these young kids, man. All they want to do is be on social media. And then you have the other side where they're like, oh, nobody has the killer instinct anymore. They just want to be friends. And I hate that. I hate those arguments, but the reality is that's Kevin Durant to a T.
But I think he does have a killer instinct. I mean, you watch him play. I think Jaylen Brown does as well.
Yeah.
But he's really interested in social media.
That's the thing. I have a problem with the care of social media, but I don't say people don't have killer instincts. I think it goes person to person. Like the Mamba mentality, I think Jalen Brunson wants the ball at the end of every game. He wants to go win the game. I think there's stars that don't want that. And I think there's less stars that don't want that because, I don't know, y'all kids are ridiculous.
Good choice of word there. I thought you were going with something else.
Yeah, man. Oh, if I missed the shot now, they're going to talk to me on Twitter. Who cares? Go get a bucket.
Yeah, easy to say that when you didn't play during the Twitter era, Crowder, because all those missed tackles.
Crowder would have been a Twitter star. Crowder had a radio show during his NFL playing days. So he's very hypocritical in this thing because that's the social media outlet. You were one of the few that was doing a weekly radio show while you had your career going on.
And I didn't care what people said.
No. That I know. You still don't. That I know. But you did like having the outlet. You like the money of the weekly show.
Oh, that's all financial, Hawk. You know that.
You might get it.
How much again?
So that's the latest on LeBron, but we're just waiting. There's really no latest on LeBron. The Marlins are back tonight, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, sir. The Marlins.
I just got a text from our friend Rod Allen.
Hey.
Rod says, hello, my friends. I'm not working on this trip, but if you need me, I'm game.
His action.
Love Rod Allen.
Yes.
Tonight, 7:40 p.m., that opens up a 3-game road series in Milwaukee. Then Miami will take on the Houston Astros through next Wednesday before coming back home against the San Diego Padres next Friday. And as Hawk mentioned, it is the World Cup final on Sunday, 3 o'clock. Tomorrow, you have the third place game, France versus England, here in Miami Gardens at Miami Stadium at 5 o'clock.
Manny says Twitter actually stopped letting him see pictures of people. That's Manny's existence. What does that mean? They stopped letting him see pictures of people.
Wow.
Like they stopped generating Grok AI pictures for him? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I have some beef with Manny right now, actually. So,
oh my God, this is the funniest thing. We don't have time. I'm writing it down. This exchange or one-sided exchange from Manny. He's a listener of ours for years. Everyone, I got to tell everyone. I'm writing it down. I'll tell everybody later. It's one of the most amazing messages anyone has ever sent another human being. As far as I'm concerned.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, no, I'll bring it up later in the show. Manny message to Solana. I'm writing it down. It literally, I was howling. I had tears streaming down my face.
Oh goodness. Yeah, that's
Everyone needs a friend like Manny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You need an honest guy in your corner.
Yep. Why you mad, Solana?
Oh, I'm not mad. I think
we'll get to it later.
You can't just couch every message in your life with no offense and expect people not to take offense.
He said no offense.
Once you say no offense, you're absolved.
Say whatever you want to after that.
Yeah. All right, guys. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 90 degrees. It is raining here in El Portal. There were some bad showers that came through, some bad rain. So drive safely. What the hell are you laughing at, Jimmy? Shut up. We know why you wear hats every day, Jimmy. We know.
Jimmy,
not every day, Jack. You should be wearing a hat.
This weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
Clay Ferrero from Local 10 will join us next. You know, I am a huge believer in Atlantic Men's Clinic. We head into the weekend here. You know, if you don't feel like you used to feel, you get tired more easily. You just don't feel like yourself. Maybe Atlantic Men's Clinic is for you. That's why I go there, for testosterone. Guys, low testosterone is something men younger and younger are experiencing. So again, if your game isn't quite what it used to be, you've got less energy, less drive, you don't feel like yourself, you deserve to feel your best. And at Atlantic Men's Clinic, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you lose weight, have more energy, improve your sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more. They have successfully treated thousands of men for low T, including me, and I'm telling you, you will notice a difference. So if you think you might be low T, go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. You could take the low T quiz. It's right there on the website. It takes 2 minutes. Make a consultation, an appointment for a consultation. When you're there, they do your lab work. They have your results within 30 minutes. And a Florida licensed medical provider will review your results with you and discuss your options. And then you make a decision together with their medical team. And if you're like the many men who are low T, within just a few weeks, you're going to feel your energy come back and the brain fog go away, your workouts improve, your sleep improve, your sex drive will be significantly enhanced. So call Atlantic Men's Clinic, 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or you can visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to Crowder and Solana Show.
I'm uncomfortable walking inside a tree.
Let's get right into it with Clay Ferrero from Local 10. He's on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline, sports anchor and reporter. Local 10 had a big Heat Giannis special in prime time last night. I was saying, Clay, I have been on a high since the press conference. Are you on a high right now with this Miami Heat team?
No, 100%, and I would be even if we weren't your home in South Florida for the Miami
television
Heat.
home.
We are,
because
so,
of course we are the radio home.
Yeah, exactly. So we're both on a high. But yeah, I think that anything that you could have asked for coming out of that news conference, man, it was everything you wanted to hear, and now it's about the work, And I think the great thing is, Giannis doesn't just talk about it; he's going to be about it. And you saw him in the lab early yesterday. So I'm very excited moving forward, and think there are big things ahead.
And Clay, did anything surprise you? Because we talked about it. We played the interview, the press conference over air, and Giannis's confidence, but also Pat Riley saying he got another plane to land. Did anything? what was the biggest thing that surprised you yesterday?
So that one definitely did. Pat Riley talking about the extra plane. What I thought was also interesting was Brian Windhorst saying that one of the reasons why you're hearing people speak publicly about LeBron right now is because they can't get to him privately. And so this is kind of their way of recruiting him, is by saying things publicly. So I thought that was interesting. And I also thought that, cutting off during the middle of when Riley and Spo were talking, Riley saying, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention somebody else, and I don't want to get punched about the recruiting of Giannis. I don't want to get knocked out, so I got to mention Bam Adebayo. I thought that was hilarious, and everything Pat Riley says and does is calculated. So don't think for a second that was by accident.
Clay, yesterday one of our big takeaways was Riley talking about winning now. Giannis and Spo both followed suit with those comments. We were all saying yesterday the idea that you're hearing from some national outlets that Miami won't compete right away with Giannis or they won't have success with Giannis is just preposterous. Where do you think this team realistically looks, even without all the pieces coming in place yet?
I'm never going to bet against Eric Spoelstra when he's got a star. And, where I am right now with this team is I don't know where they're going to finish in the regular season, and I don't particularly care as long as they're, in position to make the playoffs. I think we've seen with this team that that's when they're at their best. And, the one thing the Heat have done so well over the years is once they get the star, building around the star, they've got the star. And look, if they go out and get LeBron, I think you're talking about a very well-rounded big three that fits very well together. And yet if they don't, I'm still not betting against them. Even if they get the 6th seed, I just feel so good about where they would be heading into the postseason.
Don't you think, though, even without LeBron, they're a top 4 team in the East? I do.
I think potentially, but I also I just think, though, that you're not betting against this team no matter where they finish. And I also think that, we've seen historically that they use the regular season to get themselves ready for the playoffs. So, if they finish 6th or, whatever it happens to be, I'm fine with them doing that going into the postseason because I know they're going to be ready once it really matters.
And Clay, you don't cover the Heat. You're not on the home of the Heat. LeBron is your homeboy from middle school. Like Maxey Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, and Joel Embiid, doesn't that look better than Bam, Giannis, Wiggins, and Davion Mitchell?
If you're playing with 4 basketballs, sure, but there's only 1 basketball on the court. And I think I got a lot of questions about the Philly fit. I really don't see how that's all going to come together offensively. And I also think the other thing is he comes here, you're going to put together a lineup when LeBron's on the floor where you could realistically say that a lot of the time he is the 5th best Heat defender on the floor. So anyway, the worst defender on the floor. And I'm saying that because that's the one area where you've seen his game slip just a little bit in the last couple of years because the man's over 40 years old. So I just think that when you're looking at total fit and also how he can impact the team on the floor, it just feels like the Heat fit is the best out of all of them. And I also think that you could make the case that, especially from a national perspective, people that don't understand how the Heat do this stuff, that the Heat need him more than any of the rest of these teams do. I just think there would be a real symbiotic partnership right there that maybe doesn't exist with the other teams on the list.
I do think if it's strictly basketball related, the Heat have the best chance and certainly, like you say, the best fit. But I have talked with Crowder and Solana about just as a basketball fan, because you remember the Olympics watching LeBron and Steph together. As a basketball fan, there would be something special about watching them play together, right? 82 games or however many they were able to put together at their advanced ages. But there would be some compelling viewing, right? If they were teamed up in Golden State.
1,000%. The romantic part of it, even more so than a Cleveland return, even more so than a Miami return, the romantic part of LeBron and Steph Curry winding down their careers together. I from a pure basketball NBA fan perspective, I get it. And somebody made a joke that all 82 of their games would be on national TV, and you could realistically make the case that you'd want to see every single game that those guys play. So yeah, and that's where, like, I just think that however this shakes out, the Heat are good. They got the guy. They got the guy that they're going to build around for the next few years, and the championship window is there. If LeBron comes, then awesome, man. Like the vision becomes even clearer for an immediate run to a potential NBA Finals. But you can also understand that there are other things involved, and I think that even if the Heat don't get LeBron, they're going to find a way to build a very, very good roster, a very competitive roster around Giannis this year, and then moving forward, they're going to have a plan for being even better in the next 2-3 years.
Clay, we've had a couple weeks now to reflect on the fact that the Heat brought Giannis in. Pat Riley landed his whale, and the fact that yesterday he was announced. Where does this acquisition rank in all of Riley's great offseason acquisitions or trades, however you want to describe it? Because we were debating, it obviously is behind LeBron James in 2010. He was the greatest player on the planet, but it's probably up there with the Shaqs and the Chris Bosh acquisition as well, right?
Yeah, and I think it's a shame that they didn't win a championship with Jimmy here, and that it ended the way that it did. Because, man, some of the moments, and look, let's be honest. Looking back, there were times during the playoffs when, if you looked at Jimmy and Giannis, in those specific series, I'm taking Jimmy, and it's now Giannis. I fully expect to level up to be that level with a coaching staff and a system in place here. But there were so many special moments with Jimmy, and I think unfortunately history is going to kind of downplay what a huge acquisition that was, especially at a time when the Heat really needed it. But yeah, I put Jimmy up there. I probably put Giannis slightly ahead of Jimmy at this point, just because of the possibility that is there. And I do think they're going to win a championship at some point with Giannis. But once you get, if you're talking purely acquisitions and not a draft pick like Dwayne Wade, I certainly think that after the big three coming together, you've got Giannis right up there with Shaq.
Clay, what's the priorities of LeBron's decision? We've talked about it. Like, he comes back to Miami. Like, how did you put it? He closes a chapter with Miami.
Yeah.
Closes a chapter. I think the Cleveland bookend is pretty cool. Drafted there, leaves, wins 2, comes back, wins another one, and then ends there. Like, or is he chasing chips? Because if he's just chasing chips, like, now you got to look at the rosters. What do you think the priorities are with LeBron?
Nobody knows. I feel like I'm Nate Bargatze in the SNL skit where they're talking about why you're using metric system versus not. Nobody knows, and I think that's been part of and good on LeBron and Rich Paul, because they've really created this mystery right now. And when LeBron says it's going to be a happiness-led decision, okay, that's pretty nebulous. What does that mean? And I do think that being in a place where his family is going to be happy means a lot. But what we don't know is, would they be happy in the Bay Area? We know that they were happy here. And, how much does, Bronny is, LeBron was talking about how it's really weird that now he's got a son that's an ex-teammate. Like, what does that mean? So I just don't think anybody knows. And I think that that's where LeBron and Rich Paul have done a really good job of kind of building the mystery here. But, we do know that there's been a tug to playing with Steph Curry at some point. We do know that in 2 seasons, at least 2, when LeBron was drafting for the All-Star team, he picked Giannis with his first pick. So obviously there's a respect for Giannis as the player there. So I don't think anybody really knows. And I think once the selection is made, that's when all that stuff's going to come out. But of course, that's no fun. We just want to speculate.
Oh, yeah. I'll take another week of this in the middle of July all day long, man. Clay Ferrero, watch them on Local 10. They are the new television home for the Miami Heat. We're the radio home for the Miami Heat. Local 10's the television home for the Miami Heat. Where'd you do your little segment with us today, Clay? I kind of felt at some point it was like you were in a Panera.
So no, I went to, I had to pick up a prescription on my way into work, and I fully expected it to be a drive-through deal, and yet I get to the drive-through and it was 7 cars long. So I had to go inside and right when Jimmy calls me, I'm in front of the line, and the lady's very, very nice. She says, I'll be right with you. And somehow I'll be right with you turned into like 5 minutes of
so
answering,
you were filling a
phone calls,
prescription
and
like... talking to the pharmacist while you were doing the segment with us. That is very good multitasking.
Well, so what I basically did was just hand my driver's license and the credit card, and just kind of like tried to stand to the side and press mute on my phone as much as I could when people were walking by with gigantic carrying cases and making a ton of noise that I knew was coming through on the other end. So apologies, I did not plan on that.
No, I was just curious where you were. I heard some extraneous background noise, but listen, you got to get that oxy before the weekend hits. I feel you, man.
Yeah, oxy.
See, this is something I firmly believe, Hawk, and I've done this a lot. Like when stuff happens on TV, is like if you just pretend stuff isn't there, audiences know, man. People aren't stupid, so let's address the elephant in the room. Like if my microphone, and this has happened plenty of times, I'm sitting there on set, and my microphone falls out of my pocket and it makes a loud crash. Well, the people at home are saying, "What's that loud?" I'd rather point at myself as being an idiot, and I just think there's a humor in that, and so maybe that's what I'll do now for every radio segment. It'll be guess where Clay is today. That has a lot of ambient noise.
Clay, yesterday when we're watching the Giannis thing, and you were throwing the clips that they didn't have ready, and you'd come back and just keep it rolling. So I saw it less than 24 hours ago that you can just, okay, well, we're going to throw to this. Okay, well, that's not ready. Okay, it's ready now. Let's go. You do a great job of it, bro.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. It's years of having to make up for my own stupidity that when stuff goes wrong elsewhere, that you can kind of figure out how to roll with it. But
did you guys see the clip of that female reporter and the palmetto bug flew onto her chest while she was doing a live stand-up?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm gonna text this to all you guys. I mean, one of those big giant flying roaches, the palmetto bug.
Yeah.
She's doing a stand-up. Yeah. It lands on her chest. She's got a button down, so there's a little bit of chest there. Lands and starts crawling. She doesn't break. And I don't know if I could watch local news anymore. I'm so disgusted by it.
That's great. I'll have to see that. I know you guys are tight on time. Quick one like that, but I went up to Tallahassee to cover a Miami-Florida State game when Jameis was there, and this was right after Jameis did the whole jump up on a table and yell bleep bleep bleep. I won't repeat it. So I'm doing my live shots, and as people are walking up to the game, they're grabbing my mic out of my hand and screaming bleep her bleep bleep bleep. And we get off air like commercial, and David Lang, our producer, gets in my ear and he says, "Hey, do you think you could maybe have people stop doing that?" How exactly would you like me to do that, David? What would you like me to do? Like I said, years of having to figure it out.
I remember that era. That was a great era in live stand-ups.
Oh, great.
I'm glad it was for you guys.
All right, we'll see you, Clay.
All right, take care.
There you go. Clay Ferrero from Local 10, talking and waiting and wondering what's going to happen with LeBron. All right, don't go anywhere.
We know anniversaries are really special. So my friends over at Ed Moore's are celebrating 80 years in business, and my buddy Chris Atkins, he's the GM. You know Teddy Morris. You see him on the TV commercials. They put together an amazing team, and over at Ed Moore Sawgrass Cadillac, they're commemorating this occasion by giving you special savings on Cadillac Luxury. That's what they do. Backed by Morris. They have your back. You got to check out these all-electric Cadillacs. They figured it out. My wife has one, and you can get one, like the all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic for just $349 a month, or the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics for just $369 a month. They've been family-owned and operated, doing their thing for 80 years, so they know how to take care of their customers, and that's what they base their business around. Backed by Moores. They have your back. Don't miss out on the 80th year anniversary savings. Go see my friends at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. They're the 6-time dealer of the year. Sawgrass Boulevard, Sunrise Boulevard, and the Sawgrass Expressway. You can't miss it. You're going to see a beautiful lot. You're going to see beautiful cars. Turn, take that left or that right. You're going to meet beautiful people, great people that are going to take care of you. Visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. And being backed by Morris is something special. I've been telling y'all for years. From the trade-in to the sale to the lease to the service afterwards, they text you, they email you. Hey, they know when your car needs an oil change. They know if your tire's going flat. I've been a part of that because my entire driveway is backed by Morris. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Do it for Tim Horton.
Here's a World Soccer Championship preview.
Brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Spain against Argentina in the New York-New Jersey final will possibly be the farewell match for Lionel Messi, who may end up as the tournament's MVP and Golden Boot winner. He keyed 2 improbable comeback wins for Argentina in the knockout round. Spain will be difficult to break down, having allowed only 1 goal all tournament. I'm Mike Conti.
In Miami, wherever there's a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Take advantage of your Pricito all month long on popular new Kia models like Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5, Soul, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Kia today, because you don't miss your chance to save on a new Kia with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money. Because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or start shopping for your Pricito now at DoralKia.com. All financing on approved credit. Present any Miami Kia dealer's unexpired new vehicle advertisement for verification. Other Lithia dealerships do not qualify. The competing offer must be available for immediate purchase at the advertised price. The competitor's vehicle must be identically equipped as our in-stock vehicle.
Hey, sis, do you remember if the recipe says 2 or 3 cups of water?
Let me video call Abuela.
How are you, mija?
Wait, Abue, in the living room, I'll hear you better.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Over here, Carlitos is playing. I'd better go to the backyard.
Okay.
Okay, almost there. And here, Daddy's getting excited watching the final. Better to the basement.
I'm still here.
Okay, I can hear you perfectly now.
What's going on?
Abue, was it 2 or 3 cups of water for the empanadas?
I don't know. Search on the internet.
Wait, what?
Get internet in more corners of your house with home internet from AT&T. AT&T, connecting changes everything. Extended Wi-Fi coverage, service required, limited availability. Visit att.com/internet to learn more.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834.
3.
All right, 3 o'clock hour on this. I guess we can call it a football Friday since we're heading into a weekend that's got a couple of World Cup matches tomorrow and Sunday. We do have a chance for you to win VIP tickets to Gulfstream Park's Taste at the Track, Tacos and Tequila. That is Saturday, July 25th. If you want to win, go to WQAM.com right now, click on the contest page, and you can register right there. Gulfstream Park has summer racing Saturdays, Sundays, and now Mondays as well. And if you want to watch the soccer action tomorrow and Sunday, you can do so at the Carousel Club, which is a fun little spot right there at Gulfstream Park. Crowder's in New York, so have you? I know you taped a couple of Pivot episodes. Have you walked through Fanatics Fest? Like, have you gone through the displays and the autograph lines, all that stuff?
No, I haven't. I took off at 6. I landed at like 8:45 and went straight to work.
I have some of the prices of what some of the athletes are charging to take a photo with them at Fanatics Fest. Now, it's a very lucrative business.
Yes.
Meet and greets, photos, autograph signings. It's a very lucrative business. In fact, even when you were doing comedy stuff, the expanded packages, our friend Frank Caliendo is coming to West Palm, by the way. He just announced 3 shows at the Improv in West Palm, which I think is actually in Wellington. I think they call it the Palm Beach Improv. But he's coming up in October. We'll have him on before then. But Frank Caliendo, you can go to, I think it's frankonstage.com. I would get tickets earlier rather than later because A, it's going to sell out. B, if you've never seen Caliendo live, he is spectacular in person. So just as an aside, but comedians do the meet and greets. You did it. The meet and greets, the photo opportunity, whatever. It's a very lucrative business.
It could match the door.
Yeah.
Like, somebody pays $100 to take a picture with you. It could match the door. I don't know what they charge at Fanatics Fest, but it got to be higher than that.
Mr. 305.
Dale.
God bless.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
305 is sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. All right, here's a little quiz. This is from Front Office Sports. And it's hard. Like, we're going here on no info. You have no idea what. Yeah. But this is what fans have to pay to take a photo with someone at Fanatics Fest. This is the largest collectibles, autograph, athlete-oriented con. You know, there's Comic-Con, there's everything. This is Michael Rubin and Fanatics putting on the biggest event in sports and collectibles every year.
I was with Fred this morning, and he's showing me pictures of cards that he's going to try to bid on and all. And I'm like, Fred, I'm a grown man with 3 kids. What are we talking about? But people love it.
How much do you think it is to take a picture with Rob Gronkowski?
$100.
Solana?
I would imagine a picture would have to be significantly less than a cameo. And what can Gronk be charging for a cameo? $250. So I'll say $150.
Jimmy, you want to take a guess?
$300.
$409.
Come on.
To stand next to him for 2 seconds?
When I say it's lucrative, because they don't do it like it's not like he's going to stand there all show. So there's probably a half-hour window or a 1-hour window. My guess is he can probably do, I don't know what the max is, maybe 1,000 people. That's almost $500,000 taking pictures.
When we were with Fanatics, we were there. And who was it? Jerry Rice was next to Joe Montana and was next to Barry Sanders. So they have the biggest names in sports sitting right next to each other.
Tom Brady's there.
You think 500 people, Hawk, or 1,000 people are paying $400 to take a picture with Robert Gronkowski?
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well just go to a club in the New England area. You're bound to run into them at some point.
Solana, this will play right into your narrative. I had 100 people lined up to speak to me.
I watched it. I watched him where did I see you? In Doral, maybe?
Yes.
Like people want. I'm one of those guys. I like to meet people. Now, again, if I'm not a fan, like if I don't have some sort of connection to Gronk, I'm not going to pay $409. But if it was somebody that meant something to me, and you got to imagine, especially up in New York where the show is, a lot of Bostoners go up there. I mean, Gronk is probably a huge part of their sports fandom.
Yeah,
you'd pay $400 for a picture with somebody.
I don't know who. I don't know if someone meets that threshold for me personally, but there might be. I'd have to think about it.
Oh, Jordan popped up in my mind.
But MJ's not doing it for $409.
Yeah,
so.
Jordan would be 15,000.
Yeah,
but it's a picture. I'll just AI myself next to Gronk for free.
I get it, Manny,
and nobody would know. No, literally nobody would know.
I know, but you'd know. Like there's something about it. How about?
To not even to say the best, because Jordan's the name that popped up.
Yeah.
And if I didn't know Lawrence Taylor, he was my childhood hero. So if I had to pay $400 to just meet Lawrence Taylor, that might be the trigger I'll pull, because Lawrence was.
And think about it, too. You're flying to New York for this big show. You're going to see all the collectibles. Like, you're talking about thousands of people, tens of thousands of people coming through the doors here. So you spend – it's like going on a cruise. And if I said to you, hey, you're going on a cruise, you're going to pay $18 a drink, but you could buy a drink for $2 at home. But it's like, oh, I'm on the cruise. I'm going to overpay. I understand it. This is all part of it. And that's what I think that plays into.
100%.
But doesn't that take – the reward of running into a professional athlete or a celebrity, doesn't it take
pay to hunt an animal? I mean, you can go hunt an animal on your own, or you can pay one of these companies and they'll fire up a giraffe right in front of you and you knock it down.
Because here's my thing. The cool part about having a picture with whoever, right? I ran into Chris Birdman Anderson once in Miami and I took a picture with him. The cool thing was when I show the picture to somebody, like, oh, where'd you run into him? Oh, I was walking down Collins Avenue and he was sitting having lunch and I waited around a couple minutes. He was really cool. I got to interact with him. He said this, he said that. That's the cool part about having a picture with an athlete.
That long a story. Hey, look at this picture of me and Michael Jordan.
Solana,
you're going into what are you writing a chapter in your book?
Your little crew of helmet wearers. All you want is the picture.
You want the picture.
But, hey, where'd you see him? Oh yeah, I paid half a grand to take a picture of them.
Are you arguing that people don't do this, or are you just saying it's not for you? Because I would submit to you, thousands of people do it. It's why this Fanatics Fest has grown year after year.
What's the chances of seeing Birdman on Bird Road over seeing him scheduled at 3:30 p.m. at Fanatics Fest?
Right, but you have to pay money to take a picture. I don't know. It's just not for me, I guess. It's just not for me. Maybe I'm not wowed by celebrity like that. But I don't think there's a single person in the world I would pay hundreds of dollars for to take a picture. I don't think there's an athlete in the world.
But I could do that. I could do that again with a DJ, specifically Steve Aoki. He's playing music, and you're paying hundreds of dollars to see him play music.
That's so different, though, Hawk, because
but it's not to the people who are buying the pictures with these. All I'm saying is, it's something that appeals to you, but I could say to Crowder, hey, we're going to go see Steve Aoki at 2 a.m. It's $300 a ticket. And he's going to go, why do I want to see a DJ play music?
I've heard all these songs.
Right, but why do I want to pay money to go watch a bunch of men kick a football around? Like, that's the same idea.
No, but I'm saying anyone can do that with something that they don't like.
This is different, though, man. I'm sorry. This is different.
Because you don't like it.
What's the Uruguay's, I was about to say best player. They have no good players after I've watched this World Cup.
No,
what's your favorite? What's your favorite soccer player?
My favorite soccer player, probably El Pibe Valderrama.
So you have a chance to say a pleadum blah 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 blah. How much money would you pay to see a pleadum blah 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 blah?
I knew Crowder was going to say it back to me, so I went with the toughest possible name.
No, but he's right there. If there was a function, if there was a dinner with La Celeste, you're telling me you, your dad, your brother, your mom wouldn't be buying tickets?
Again, totally different. I understand people
Because you
that
would want to do it. That's why it's different.
No. I understand somebody that would want to pay to go watch LeBron and Tyrese Halliburton
to see them.
To interact, take a picture
In other words,
with,
to take a picture with La Celeste. You went to the World Cup in Miami. What if it was a $16 add-on on your ticket to take a picture with the team?
$16, then maybe.
Okay, so it's a price thing for you.
Yeah,
100.
I guess what I'm taking issue with is
100.
people
What if it was
shelling out
$100?
$400.
You can go see whoever you love, and it's an extra 100. That's too much?
I think so. I'm not even joking. $100.
In other words, your fiance loves Red Hot Chili Peppers. You buy your concert tickets. It's a $75 per ticket upgrade to do a meet and greet with the band and take a picture.
Yeah. I've done that with her because she's one of these dummies that would pay hundreds of dollars to take pictures.
Yeah.
That will.
So it's not for
Instagram
you. I don't think it's for a lot of people, but a lot of people do like it. Anyway, what do you think?
Just let me give him a little marriage advice. Don't call your lady a dummy. That's not a good look.
Not until you've been married like 28 years like me. Then it's no holds barred. What do you think Scottie Pippen charges for a picture at Fanatics Fest?
Can't be Gronk's prices. $300.
I think it's more. 6-time NBA champion, played with Jordan, of course, divorced with Larsa Pippen. $750, Hawk.
Jimmy?
I'm gonna say less than that. $250.
$665.
Yeah.
Man, Scotty's line is short.
I don't know, man. How about Jalen Brunson?
Oh, in New York right now?
In New York right now this weekend.
$1,000.
2 G's.
I'm gonna say 1,000 as well.
$937.
Yeah, they love him up here.
You can make $1 million taking pictures with fans.
I've seen Brunson. He's everywhere, and I've been here for 4 hours.
Mike Tyson.
That's Iron Mike. $850.
Doesn't anybody have a picture with Iron Mike?
Everyone
hang out in Vegas. Yeah. I don't know. 3,500.
500.
$228.
That's it.
Mike want that check.
That's it.
Mike will take a cheesesteak or a slice.
He's gonna have 1,000 pictures to take. He's gonna make a couple $100,000.
Yeah.
How about your friend Ocho Cinco? Chad Johnson is there.
300.
Rather just go part-time at McDonald's, bound to run into him. $150.
$600.
$87.
Ocho's so funny. I was with Ocho the other day.
Funny.
Ocho
Why
is
wouldn't
funny.
he make it $85 though? If he's Ocho Cinco, like why 87?
I can actually ask him. That's goofy, but he's weird. He's a different human being.
I'm pretty sure if I got him to take a picture, I actually met him. I think I think I ran into him after your comedy show in Doral. Didn't he? Come?
Yeah.
But I think I could get $85 out of him.
He would give it to you.
He loves giving money to people.
Let me hold 100. Okay, I got you. And he would pass you a $100 bill. He's a different human being. I won't lie.
Livy Dunn.
Never heard of her. $16.
She's the gymnast. She's the NIL leader, and I think she's engaged now to Paul Skeens.
To P. Skeens.
Oh, yeah.
Who?
P. Skeens.
Oh, I thought you said Pete Skeens. I'm like, who's that?
$100.
Livy Dunn.
Nah,
Solana?
I'm not even joking. I bet there's dudes that would pay thousands of dollars to meet her, and she knows it. I'm going to say $2,000 to meet Livy Dunn. Mm-hmm.
Not to meet her on a date, Solana. Take a picture with her?
I'm telling you.
I'm going to say 1,000.
Man, y'all are perverts.
$114.
$100. Yes, I won that
Livy,
one.
if you're listening, know you can get a couple G's out of Solana.
$1,000.
How about your guy Cat?
Oh, they just won the championship. A hug is free, but Cat gotta go. Cat gotta go 400.
$337.
500.
Solana, $338.
Oh,
wow.
You almost nailed Carl Anthony Towns. Crazy. That's amazing.
With a bonus hug, that's a deal.
That is amazing. What a guess that was. Randy Moss is there. What do you think Randy Moss gets for a picture?
Ooh, that's the thing with the older athletes like Mike Tyson. I thought about this. Do young people care about Randy Moss like we know Randy Moss?
Well, Mike Tyson, though, got the Hangover movies and stuff. Like, he's like a cultural phenomenon. Randy Moss, I think, is a different story. I think you're right. If you're not like
a football guy, he's been out, what, 15 years?
Like, you know the name. He just doesn't mean much to you.
Yeah, Moss might go for 250.
You don't think the name Randy Moss? I mean, he has a move named after him.
No, again, everyone knows him, but does he mean enough to you to take a picture with him?
Ooh, man. $287.
400.
$354.
Oh, killed it.
I think you guys really should do it as the pivot. If you guys did pictures as the pivot, I bet you guys could get $250 a picture.
Well, the Fanatics relationship would kind of,
I know. I'm just saying, I think there's value there. And I guess Ryan and Fred would probably get 100 each out of that picture. They throw you 50.
No, 10. I'm getting a 10 piece.
Hawk, is everybody's name on that list? Like, what's the cheapest?
I don't know. No,
Right.
it was just from Front Office Sports, so I don't know.
I wonder who's charging $38
Because
for
they
a
do
picture.
it, they have all these different Comic Cons, wrestling cons, or whatever. And they have, like the guy who played a tertiary character in Weird Science. And it's like $10 to take a picture with that guy.
I thinking about it too, as you talked about it, what, like 2 years ago when we were there and had the whole booth and everything, we were on the Fanatics deal. Who was it? Like, it was like a Franco Harris thing or it was just some old running back. And I knew him, but like, I knew the kids were more worried about talking to me because social media than talking, saying whoever that was. And I'm like, bro, this is, Barry Sanders. You're the guy on the internet, but this is Barry Sanders. Like, what are y'all talking? Why do you want to talk to me? Barry Sanders is sitting right here. So I think it's a funny dynamic, and the demographics are weird.
All right, let's do headlines real quick here with Solana. Interesting. That place is going to be mobbed this weekend. I'm sure it already is.
You should see these hotel room numbers. I don't even
Crazy,
pay
right?
for it. And I told him, move my hotel.
Vozinha's
Headlines
there.
brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVW.com.
I found the website.
Could I get a refund if I move to a lesser hotel? Just give me the difference. And the lady was like, I don't think it works that way, Mr. Crowder. Okay.
That's funny.
I found the website where you can book these photo ops.
Oh, yeah?
And the Cabo Verde goalkeeper, Vozinha, who became the biggest story at the World Cup. How much do you think it costs to take a picture with him?
I'm going to go $45.
$3.18.
$114.
Yeah.
In the United States?
In the United States. Hawk, your boy, Tyler Kolek, That was the guy with the good hair on the Knicks. at the end
Yeah,
of
like
the
that guy in the
bench.
Knicks.
$115.
Oh, I'll fly in this weekend for that.
I'll say about 100. I think you can get everybody to bite on about 100.
Yeah. That seems super reasonable to me. If there was somebody there who, like, I would take a picture with Livy Dunn for $114.
$100. Yeah, I got you.
That's crazy to me.
You offered $2,000 to take a picture with her. What do you mean that's crazy to you?
Solana.
I wasn't offering my money. I was saying there are people, there are men.
Yeah, we know who you were talking about.
You. If Gabe Vincent comes back, you'd pay $1,000 to take a picture with him.
Listen, man, I just appreciate the art of gymnastics. Phenomenal athlete.
Yeah. I'd like to talk to you about my pommel horse.
He don't got a pommel horse.
He got a seahorse.
He got a seahorse.
All right, the Marlins who play tonight, 7:40 p.m. You can listen to the game right here on FM 104.3 WQAM. The Fish are back, and officially the post All-Star break season begins. You also have the World Cup third-place game tomorrow, bronze medal match between France and England. And you have the World Cup final, Spain, Argentina, 3 p.m. on Sunday. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 90 degrees. It's also raining in parts of South Florida, so drive safely out there. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
And by the way, I mean, think of all the people who were in town for the World Cup final, and then you've got this going on. Where is it? At the Javits Center, I think, in New York?
Yes,
at the Javits Center. Like, you're talking about people who are dropping money like crazy all over the place, and you get to go to a place and hang out with literally the best athletes in the world. And I think you probably get wrapped up in it too. You're like, oh my God, there's Livy Dunn. $114. Yeah, I'm gonna post that on my Instagram. Why not?
Like you said, it's a cruise, it's a vacation.
Yep.
Nobody's paying $28 for a drink.
Yep.
In Little Havana.
Right. But then it's like the F1 races. Yeah, people are paying $400 for a milkshake, Solana. A milkshake.
I just did it. I went down and got 2 Diet Cokes, and they were like $24. I was like, $24? Well, that's on the pivot card.
Yeah. Like, you do it sometimes too at a hotel, right? You go, man, I really could go for 6 cashews in a glass jar right now. I don't know if this is worth $27, but I can't look at these cashews any longer. I got to buy them.
Don't tease me, because these gummy bears are killing me to my right now.
Man, it always feels so like, what's the big deal? And then when you actually see the bill when you're checking out, it's like, what did I spend in this room?
I would pick it up and show it to you, but it's one of those weighted ones where if you pick it up, they know you picked it up.
No, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's about 12 gummy bears. I think it's $866. But
back in my day, they used to pipe in those the porn movies, Spectravision. You know, you got to pay for it when you check out, and it's like, no big deal here. And what am I going? I'm watching 6-7 movies tonight. How much could this end up being? I'm here for 4 nights. What's that? About 28 movies. And you check out, all of a sudden there's an extra $2,000.
Check with me back on Monday, because I'm going to look into this.
Man, that used to be. that was always crazy, but they don't have it anymore because you have everything on your phone.
Okay.
But I used to check into a hotel and you solely, it was like a slot machine to me, because you're trying to do it off the title, because you're not seeing anything else other than the title, and it's like a slot machine. You're like, I think this one might appeal to me, and man, sometimes you're just like, ooh, this one ain't for me.
What was your titles?
I was always looking for like college sorority sorority car wash would get me every time.
Every time.
All right.
You get the word booty. If it's the word booties on there, it's curtain.
Right. But that I would stay away from because that's not my wheelhouse. I know what that movie's going to look like.
But that could go different ways as well. What are we talking about?
Right. That's a rug pull right there. Lee Sterling is going to join us in the next segment. We're talking about soccer. You got 2 games this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. If you've been rolling with Hard Rock Bet throughout the world's biggest soccer tournament, don't miss the biggest match we've all been waiting for, the final on Sunday. If you haven't joined the party yet, there's never been a better time to get in the game. Just sign up with Hard Rock Bet today. Place a $5 bet. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. So you got a winning bet and an extra $150 to bet with. That's how you get the party started. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Maybe you're headed to Miami Stadium for the 3rd place match tomorrow. Download Hard Rock Bet and make this memorable match day count with a same game parlay or whatever you want to do, however you want to draw it up. But Hard Rock Bet gives you tons of ways to stack your picks into an epic same game parlay if you want. Maybe you'll bet a player prop before the game. Time goes by. The match is now in the 60th minute, and you're waiting for that one moment to cash that ticket. But then your player gets subbed off and you think your bet is over. But on Hard Rock Bet, your bet stays on thanks to Super Sub. If your player is subbed off, you still win if their replacement fulfills the bet. Same odds, same payout. And don't forget, betting the world's biggest soccer tournament is better with friends. So if you have the app and you know a friend who doesn't, refer them to Hard Rock Bet. You do it right off your app, and you'll both score a bonus bet up to $50. That's up to $50 for you and up to $50 for them. And then also you've got the final golf major of the season going off right now in the UK, and maybe you want to bet it this weekend. Hard Rock Bet is your home to swing for the green. So it all starts with you downloading the Hard Rock Bet app right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You're listening to Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I know one guy on France, Mbappe. jump in with Lee Sterling here because we went long on the last segment, and Lee Sterling's on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He is a professional sports handicapper. The website is ParamountSports.com. You can follow him on Twitter at Paramount Sports. And I told you he was on a heater last weekend on UFC for the card that his paying customers get. He gave us winners, I think, on the show here. And remember, I had asked him any chance that Conor McGregor can win this fight. And he's like, yeah, not unless it's fixed. And then we saw what happened.
No chance.
There was no chance. But he was 6-1 on the card that he gave to actual subscribers. It's ParamountSports.com. That Conor McGregor fight was something, Lee, right? I mean, as much as we expected maybe a dud, no one expected that.
No, that's what makes it great. You know, that's why we buy into it and we support it and we bet on it if that's what you like to do. So the rest of the card was fabulous. I mean, there was incredible, submissions, but that fight will go down. I think there was a fight in Jacksonville when they came back from COVID. I'm trying to think of the name of the fighter from New York that threw a leg kick on the first 10 seconds and blew out his leg. Other than that, one of the most horrific and, like I said, unfortunate start and quick ends to a fight.
But it was a good card. That Paddy Pimblett fight was great. It would happen to be a great card. Anyway.
How about the Lonnie Kavanaugh fight?
Yep.
That was a great fight, too.
Do you have anything for UFC tomorrow? I'll jump right into UFC because then I'll get to World Cup. But do you have anything tomorrow?
So I'm going to actually go with the Tommy Gunn McMillan fight. He is the favorite, laying 170, 10-0. He trains with some of these top fighters, and everyone thinks that this guy is, I wouldn't say champion, but a potential, top 5 guy. Sean O'Malley is his idol. He trains with him. If he would dye his hair pink, purple, whatever he comes out with the week, flavor of the week, he would look like it. But he's going to come up against a game fighter here in Alberto, the Promise Montez. The takeback is plus 145. He's 11-1. So these two guys combined 21-1 here. This could get fight of the night here. The problem for Tommy Gunn McMillan here is I just don't like his technique. Throws a lot of side to side. He does knock a lot of guys out, has a lot of height. And he knocked his last guy out in the first round. But I just think that Alberto Montez here has a real good chance. He trains in Miami. I had not heard of this. We've heard of American Top Team. It's called the Goat Shed. I don't even know where it is. Called the Goat Shed. And he's famous for his anaconda and Darce chokes here. This line, in my opinion, looking at the video, both these guys, it should be a pick 'em. You got the striker and Tommy Gunn McMillan versus the grappler in Montez here. I'm taking the money here. I'm going with the underdog, the more technical fighter here. Alberto, the Promise, Montez, plus 145 gets the money here. And he looks a lot like Ilya Topuria.
I like betting on the dogs. Why not?
Yes,
and again, Lee Sterling's been on a bit of a heater when it comes to UFC. How about the World Cup? You got something for the either the runner-up game tomorrow or for the final on Sunday?
I'm going to go with the runner-up game here in Miami. And when I thought the line would come out, what did you think the line should be here, Solana?
Probably Spain by half a goal.
No. The runner-up game.
No.
The runner-up game.
We're going to need you to pay attention to the segment, Solana, every now and then.
Mm-hmm. We're on.
France and England. Who do you think should be favorite?
France by a wide margin, I believe, because even France's second team is significantly better than England, in my opinion, Lee.
Okay. All right. Maybe that's why I didn't put any money on Uruguay. All right. So.
Wow, Lee.
Sorry.
Hey, you haven't bought me lunch. You owe me a couple lunches betting against FIU. I haven't even brought that up, Lee, but since you're going to take shots, you owe me a couple lunches.
You might be right. All right.
Well, the Hochmans and the Sterlings are having brunch tomorrow in Aventura. The Hochmans and the Sterlings have brunch in Aventura tomorrow.
So I think this fight should be close to even. the manager is retiring after this match. And even though he won the 2018 World Cup, he has a pragmatic defense, and a lot of French fans are not high on his technique and what he employs. And I think some of the players may feel disenchanted here. So I'm going to assume that all or most starters will play. And I just don't think France has looked that great. Well, England they just had a 10-minute lapse. They were that close to winning this game the semifinal game. So if you take France, you got to lay 200 to win either regulation, overtime, or penalty kicks. I'm going to take England here, plus 160. Got two underdogs. If we hit both, it's like winning 3 games. We win 1 out of the 2, we're winners. And I mean, this is not a card I love in either World Cup or the UFC this weekend. There's only like 11 or 12 fights, and a lot of these guys, I mean, there's going to be a lot of hugging going on and rolling around on the ground. It's not going to be pretty. And they do that after, the big cards, the Freedom 250 and the Conor fight. It's to be expected. But all we need is a 1-1. If we get 2-0, I'm buying lunch tomorrow.
I got to after we have brunch in Aventura, I got to go to Gulfstream Park. The horse that I have a piece of, is running tomorrow night at Del Mar. So I got to go to Gulfstream, put a little ticket in on Inbox.
Big day.
This is a big day.
This is a big 5-6 week stretch here. I haven't told you this, Mark. I have never tried avocado toast. Never had that for breakfast.
Tomorrow's your day.
Tomorrow is my day. I'm going to let you order for me. And I usually you get there, and I've had a couple times where I thought that maybe this is going to be the time that I order it, but then you see the omelet, you see the bacon, the sausage, the hash browns, and even some yogurt with fruit in it. But tomorrow everything changes, and then 5-6 weeks from now, when you're in Park City, you're going to be. I have a feeling afterwards he's going to be showing up, guys. He's going to have a Park City hat. He's going to be vacationing there regularly every single summer from now on.
Hey, Lee, let me give you a heads up. When the meal starts winding down, go to the bathroom, because Hawk will pull that card out.
Hawk likes pulling that card out. There's no joke.
He probably learned it from you, right, Channing?
Did not learn it from him.
I'm alligator arms, Lee.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Once you hit that avocado toast and the cappuccino, omelet doesn't even register.
Today. We've got all the throwbacks. We got Jimmy
and the QAM lid working today.
And then I've got the throwback Dolphins. So
hey, look good. That's a good fit you got rocking there. A little Dolphins love today from Lee Sterling. Although I don't know, we had a Ronde yesterday, and he said he bet Dolphins over 4.5 wins, and I just don't see that.
We'll get into that in the next couple of weeks, but unless they win the opening game, it's going to be a long season.
Yeah, agreed. All right, Lee Sterling, website is ParamountSports.com. He likes England tomorrow, getting the odds. He likes Alberto Montez Saturday night, tomorrow night against Tommy McMillan. Alberto Montez, the dog there as well. ParamountSports.com is the website. Thank you, Lee.
Thanks, guys.
All right, take a quick break. Come back 4 o'clock hour. Hochman, Crowder, and Solana is next.
You're listening to Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I don't have no reception.
You're in a closet.
All right, 4:00 hour on this Football Friday as we head into a World Cup weekend. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss the World Cup. I have liked having that as like a sports backdrop for 6 weeks. Haven't you? Like, it's just been fun that it's going on.
I'm more attached to this World Cup than any other soccer tournament in the history of time.
Yep, without question. Yeah, it like nothing has. I mean, maybe the MLS is back tournament, but besides that, this World Cup. No, I'm gonna miss it. It's been a really cool backdrop for the summer.
I think they covered it very well too.
They did. First of all, I thought Fox's coverage with Thierry Henry, Alexi Lalas, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, they were like the way that I like marveled when inside the NBA TNT, like you'd go, wow, this is wildly entertaining.
Yeah.
That's how that coverage on Fox worked for me. Did you like their coverage, Solana? Because you're more of a soccer purist. I thought it was just entertaining.
I watch most games on Telemundo, to be fair, but I just tend to watch more games in Spanish regardless. But I found myself going to the pregame shows and the halftime shows with Thierry Henry, Zlatan, and Alexi Lalas because the dynamic was just so chaotic.
Fun.
It was fun. It was a little toxic too, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
And Thierry Henry is one of my favorite athletes of all times. I love that.
He explains stuff well, and he also he puts scenarios into real life because he's been there.
Yeah.
But he puts scenarios into real life explanations that you can understand.
There's also a lack of arrogance behind him talking as well, which I think for even newer football fans like yourself or soccer fans like yourself, you appreciate that. This isn't our game and you have to figure it out. Hey, we're welcoming you into this coverage, into this experience.
And you say the lack of arrogance, there's people like TNT, with Shaq and Charles and Kenny, and you attach yourself to somebody. I fell in love with Zlatan because he's so matter of fact and just that is not how soccer is played. I love him now. I didn't even know who he was. I love him. Didn't know how good he was till I started seeing he was the National Player of the Year 12 times in a row and all that. But he's so matter of fact, and it kind of fits the personality that I like my commentators to be.
Go look up on YouTube Thierry Henry highlights early 2000s Arsenal, and then he makes the move to Barcelona. Young Leo Messi, I'm talking like 19, 20 years old. Leo Messi, Samuel Eto'o, who's one of the greatest African players ever, and Thierry Henry. That was the starting attack for Barcelona in the mid-aughts. They won a Champions League together. Bro, those teams were electric, man.
Did Alexi Lalas have any kind of career comparable to Thierry Henry or Zlatan, or they are so far?
Let me rephrase that. Did you see the graphics?
Yes, let me rephrase that. Did Alexi Lalas mean to U.S. soccer what Zlatan and Thierry Henry meant to their nations?
No. Alexi Lalas played one season in Calcio Padova, which is an Italian team who currently are in the Serie B, which is the second tier in Italy. I don't know if they were in the second tier when he played there or the first tier. I don't know. He had a very short stint in Italy, but he was one of the first American soccer players to play at that level. So while everybody gets on Alexi Lalas, by the way, I'm not a fan of Alexi Lalas, genuinely, but when everybody gets on him, they forget he technically is a pioneer for what Christian Pulisic is doing, for what Weston McKennie is doing, Flo Balogun is doing. These American players that are now going overseas and getting to Europe. He just did it on a much smaller scale, and he did it for 1 year. Thierry Henry at one point, I'm talking world class, top 3, top 4 player in the world, won a Premier League title with Arsenal as the best player on that team, the best goal scorer in England. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he was never the best player in the world. He was probably never top 5 player in the world, but he was considered world class. He started for AC Milan. He started at PSG. He started at some of the top clubs in the world, and he always had this bravado to him. People loved that dude. Alexi Lalas doesn't sniff the worst season that that Zlatan or Thierry Henry ever had. He just doesn't.
Oh, Zlatan got me. I'm a fan. Bro, he is so matter of fact and aggressive with what he talks about. With the other, why would you go 5-3-2? You win by doing this. You don't win by doing this. You lose by doing this. The way he says it, I love him. I love Zlatan.
He reminds me of he could be a bad guy in the Die Hard movies. He's got an air about him that just you could tell something about him. Anyway, I thought Fox did a very good job with the World Cup. Let me give you the stock market report here. It's sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Down day to end the week on Wall Street. Wasn't a great week on Wall Street. Dow Jones down 406 points. S&P 500 down 76 points. The NASDAQ down 361 points. So don't check your holdings heading into the weekend here if you want to have a better weekend. We just talked about it, but the World Football Scoreboard is brought to you by your local Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is truly unmatched for every match with 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, spicy margaritas made with Casamigos, and unrivaled views all tournament. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views. And if you're looking for a spot tomorrow or Sunday, Twin Peaks, wherever your local one is, these places are going to be going off because these are the final two matches, and Twin Peaks is a perfect spot to sidle up at the bar, have some of that 29-degree beer, and enjoy some soccer. What is the soccer schedule for this weekend, Solana?
Tomorrow here in Miami, England, France, third place game. That'll be at 5 o'clock. And then the World Cup final. This is Argentina's second consecutive World Cup final. The third of Leo Messi's career. They lost in 2014 to Germany in Brazil, 1-0. And they're going to play Spain, who's looking for their second World Cup title ever. They are the European champions, but they've only won one World Cup, which was 2010 in South Africa. That was a golden year for Spain. Lamine Yamal, who's like the next Messi. That's what people are kind of pinning him as, the next Messi, against Leo Messi in probably his final World Cup game ever.
Big weekend. Let's take a quick look at the headlines. We have a lot of stuff to get to this hour. So let's do a quick look at the headlines, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVW.com.
By the way, Inter Miami's back up next week. I don't know what Leo Messi's schedule will look like. My guess is he won't play Wednesday when Inter Miami, when they host Chicago. I would imagine he's going to get maybe 3 to 4 weeks off following this World Cup. But the MLS is back in days. The Marlins are back. They're going to play tonight. They're in Milwaukee. 7:40 p.m. is your first pitch for the Miami Marlins.
All right. Can hear it on the station.
There's a picture of Giannis Antetokounmpo, Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra, some of Giannis's family, and Giannis's agent all out to dinner last night after the introductory press conference.
Who pays for that meal?
Oh, I mean, the Heat. Mickey Harrison pays for that meal.
Oh, okay.
There's a corporate card that Riley can put whatever he wants on that corporate card. He can put Giannis on that card. There's video on Heat social media of Giannis in the locker room, and he's looking around, and he's like, "Is this where LeBron and Wade and Bosh did Harlem Shake?" Because it's obviously that, and he's like, "This is iconic." He's like, "This is iconic. Like, it's so cool. I friggin' love this guy." But he's doing what fans, me, that's what I would do if I was standing in that locker room. I would go, "Hey, you remember when Harlem Shake was filmed in here?" And it's exactly what he's doing. He's like, He's like, that was what? He's like 2011, 12. He's like, I started playing in 2008 or whatever, but he's like marveling. He's like, this place is iconic. It was really cool.
Yeah. His personality, to your point, how you've been saying it for a couple weeks, his personality perfectly plays into Miami.
It's just infectious. I love guys who love what they do. I like guys who appreciate what they have, and he's that guy.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron, Giannis, Bam recreating the Harlem Shake, bringing it back. It could happen.
Ooh.
It could happen.
Don't tease me. Please don't do that to me. I have a long weekend.
Because certain trends die, right? Like certain trends, you try to bring them back, it's just lame. If anybody could bring back the Harlem Shake 2.0, LeBron, Giannis, Bam.
I want that to come back, and I want Gangnam Style to come back.
I don't know about that.
Big fan.
You guys remember the mannequin challenge? They'd play that Black Beatles song, and everybody would have to freeze.
Terrible.
The worst.
No me.
All right, guys. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 90 degrees, very rainy. I just got a text from somebody in Kendall that said it's a monsoon outside. It feels like a hurricane.
Not raining in Boca. Do you know if it's moving north?
Tell you, it's beautiful. It's beautiful in New York.
Yeah, but it's a city filled with rats. Oh, who cares?
Yeah, I saw a guy itching his skin off earlier.
I
agree with you, Solana. It's a different place.
Yeah, no good.
No good. I said, hey, man, how you doing? He said, ah. I said, never mind. I don't know. Never mind. No, this conversation just ended.
Can't do that in New York, Crowder. You can't ask people how they're doing in New York. Nobody has time for that.
Oh, I know. I try to talk to everybody on the street. Hey, how you doing? Have a good day. Where you from? Nobody speaks back. But you see a guy itching his skin off his arm. Hey, bro, what's going on? And then he growls at you.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. Get back to it, sir.
Oh, never mind.
That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back with more Hochman, Crowder, and Solana. We have a lot of stuff to get to still on this Friday, so don't go anywhere.
How does $30 million in guaranteed prizes sound? That's right, $30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circa sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rake. Circa Million. That's 18 weeks of point spread action, 128 ways to win. Then you have Circa Survivor. Pick one winner each week. The last one standing is going to be the winner. And the Circa Grandissimo with $100,000 entry. Enter in Nevada, but play from anywhere. That's $30 million guaranteed. You don't want to pass up on this. Visit circasports.com for more details.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Who was that batted in those 2 runs, Jimmy?
No idea.
All right. Who's up after Sonoha?
No clue.
All right. It's our baseball guy.
con los terroristas.
Don't tease me. Don't tease me. Little Harlem Shake. Bring it back, baby. What a time.
I gotta think of Birdman every time I hear that song.
Oh, Birdman. Yeah.
Because he started it out
in that video. Yeah.
Every time I hear that song, I think of Birdman.
What a time that was. All right, a couple of things. I want to get to a couple of things. First of all, we have this chance for you to win VIP tickets to Gulfstream Park's Taste at the Track, Tacos and Tequila. That is Saturday, July 25th. For your chance to win, go to WQAM.com, click on contests, and you can register right there. You have live racing at Gulfstream this summer, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. And you can catch all the soccer action tomorrow and Sunday at the Carousel Club at Gulfstream Park. So make sure you do that if you're so inclined. In fact, I'd mentioned with Lee Sterling, because we're going out to brunch tomorrow, I got to stop at Gulfstream Park. Inbox is running. If you want to bet my horse, if you want to get in on the action, he's had a pretty good little run here. Inbox, courtesy of my friends at Little Red Feather, the best racing syndicate in the world. Inbox, she is running tomorrow at Del Mar. Let's see, it's a 6 p.m. post in Del Mar. So that's 9 p.m. tomorrow night here on the East Coast. But Inbox is running out of the 8 slot. It is the G2 $200,000 San Clemente handicap. And again, it's tomorrow at Del Mar. And I have a little piece of Inbox. You want to get in on the action? Inbox at Del Mar tomorrow night, race 9, running out of the 8 spot.
I'm going to send you a little something on Win Play Show.
All right. That's how I'm betting it.
I'll sell you a little something. Put me something on Inbox.
All right. Solana, you want to get in on the Inbox action?
I'm in 100%.
Jimmy,
I told you
5 on it.
I got to check.
Jimmy, we got paid yesterday. Jimmy, you got something.
That's right. I'll send you a little
say,
something.
like, you have to check as if you have to check to see if you have $5, or you going to write a check to me?
I'm going to write a check to you.
Okay, fair enough. I'll get it.
I know Jimmy writes checks. Guaranteed.
Jimmy, you carry a checkbook around? Are you the guy that holds up the line at Publix with a checkbook?
100%.
You pay for your glizzy at Costco with a check?
That, no.
You know what? You're talking about bringing back Harlem Shake. Let's bring back checkbooks. Just wherever you go, just writing checks.
Dog, I'm making fun of Jimmy. You know I still write checks.
That's crazy. I can't tell you the last time I wrote a check.
But to like the pool man, the lawn man,
Zelle, Venmo.
Yeah.
I don't really, and I have to check the bottom of Zelle, and they say if you're being scammed, I know a check is going to the person I hand it to.
I've never written a check.
Ever?
Ever.
That's crazy.
New age.
For what? Like what? In what situation nowadays would I need
to pay somebody money?
But I mean, first of all, you don't want money via check. You want it digitally. Why would you want a check?
Okay? I've explained this to y'all, and y'all don't think y'all get it. I want to control the money.
You're not controlling it anymore with a check via a digital transaction.
No, Hawk, if I get the digital transaction, now my iOS is out there in the world and all this stuff. I'm writing a check, I'm handing it to you. You have to go cash that check and get it approved by my bank. This whole Zelle, what's the other ones? Cash App and all this stuff.
You don't think that the bank has a say in it when you transfer money to someone?
I control checks.
Yeah. I wouldn't even know. I don't know where to find checks in my house. I've got them somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah. I like to look on my phone and see the date. 6/17, 7/21. I like to look and see
it on all your digital transactions.
Maybe.
And Hawk, somebody writes you a check. Let's just say because I have an aunt that writes me checks for my birthday every year.
Yeah. My father-in-law, like, he'll send DJ checks for his birthday.
Yeah. How do you cash that check?
Well, you deposit it, but you deposit it digitally.
That's my point. So now, on top of the fact that you're sending me this little tiny piece of paper with chicken scratch on it, I'm just gonna pull out my phone and take a picture to send it right into my bank account anyway. So why are we taking that extra step? Just sell me the money. We eliminate that entire step.
See, this is the problem. I go to my local branch.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because like insurance sends you checks. Car insurance, health insurance, they'll send you checks to reimburse you and things like that. I take it to my local branch and I talk to the lady behind the glass.
It's an amazing chat from Manny here. Solana, wait, you're going bald and you've never written a single check.
Manny, light your ass up.
Manny is lighting your ass up. This is what I wanted to get to, and I'm going to do this quickly because we do have so much to get to this hour. So Solana, several weeks ago, got lit up by Coach Larinaga. Was making fun of his forehead. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
I think Solana knows that his hair is probably closer to he's closer to looking like me than he is like you.
He's in the fourth quarter.
Fair enough.
For sure. Yeah.
So Jim Larinaga had joked with him a couple of times about losing his hair.
Who's bald? I think that's important to point out.
Yeah, I joke about you losing your hair. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
In fact, speaking of Little Red Feather and my horse running tomorrow in box, the first time that I ever found out that I was losing my hair, it didn't register with me. Like, I was out maybe a couple years out of college, and Gary, who's one of the partners with Little Red Feather, we're in Vegas. Me, Gary, Lebitar, Jim Frivola, Barry, a whole bunch of people. And Gary, as like an aside, we're all hanging out as an aside. I don't know what we were talking about. He's like, "Oh, Hawk, don't even worry about it, though. I know guys younger than you that are losing their hair." And I didn't know I was losing my hair. I remember it like cut me like 1,000 stab wounds. I was like, what? And, my mother didn't care for fat people. Didn't really care for bald people. Like, that was a sign of weakness if you were bald.
Yeah.
So I remember Gary saying that, and I go into the bathroom and I'm looking through my hair and I'm like, what am I like? I don't feel like I'm going bald here. But then I realize I'm like, oh, there are some patches that aren't there. And I couldn't see the back of my head. I don't know if I was losing hair in the back of my head as well, but it was like, I was like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
Didn't you hear it from someone else like a week ago? Didn't someone else say something, Solana?
It's possible. I'm starting to learn that people are very open about pointing out you're losing your hair when it starts to fall out.
No, not when it starts, because you've been culpable of pointing it out with me for 10 years. So people love to like remind bald people that they're bald, and they do it as a sign of weakness. Like, well, you're bald though. And like, okay, I can't do anything about it. What do you want me to do about it? But Solana's starting to realize it now.
Yeah, the hair's getting thin.
Manny, there's a listener to this radio station named Manny. He's come out to some of our events. He is hung up on getting pictures with people, taking pictures. Everyone in media in South Florida knows Manny, right? Everybody knows him because he's always, whether it's Will Manso, Mike Cunio, Giselle Espinales, Manny is always sending DMs. Can you take a picture with so-and-so? Can you take a picture with so-and-so? And I placate him, by the way. I take pictures.
Manny listens from 6 to 6.
But he watches every local television station. Like, he is a local media fan. I'm the only guy who takes care of him. I get into the studio and I say, hey, Leroy and Tobin and Brittany, let's get a picture with you and Jimmy and Solana and me and Crowder so I can send it to Manny. I'm the only one who takes care of him. I love Manny. Manny sends a DM to Solana yesterday. And it says, "Hi, Solana. Hope all is well with you." And he's always very kind with this stuff. Wait, hold on. I gotta find that one. I know you're putting it on the stream right now.
So sorry.
"Hey, Solana. Hope all is well with you. So sorry to bother you. Saw you on Local 10 WPLG today," because Solana was at the Giannis press conference. "Wow. I had no idea you have a bald spot. You should shave your head so you're bald. No offense. You'll save money on haircuts. I apologize if I offended you. Sending you many blessings to you and your family." And he attached 2 pictures that he took off Local 10.
Yeah.
And Solana looks, I mean, really bald in those 2 pictures. Right? I mean, it's an unmistakable bald spot. It rivals mine.
Yeah.
That's a tough angle. There's no doubt about it.
So then Solana, the funny thing is Solana's like, "That's a bad angle. He got a bad angle." And Solana sent us a picture that someone else took of him at the press conference. And he goes, "You see, it was just a bad angle." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know." There is a definite spot up there.
Yeah. So if your head's a pool, that's the shallow end.
It doesn't get any easier, Solana. It doesn't. I can speak from experience.
We'll see. I'm lining up a couple PRP injections, some hyaluronic acid injections right into the old noggin to see if we can just keep me from going bald for a couple years.
You have more alternatives now at your age than I had when I was going bald. I had Rogaine. That was it. It was a foam. Anyone who listens to the Le Batard show knows that I used to do live endorsements for Rogaine. It didn't go well. I wasn't using it because you had to rub this foam into your head, and then it was like, but don't get it on your pillow, but you have to do it at night before you go to sleep. So then you're like, I'm like in a crypt. I was like, I couldn't move because I had this foam in my head. Yeah. So I was doing these live spots, but I wasn't even really doing it. And then, Dan was not the most understanding, although I think he's had plugs, if you want to be honest. But I don't think he was the most understanding of me using the Rogaine. And he's like, "There's nothing going on, Hock. I hate to break it to you." But it was like 3 days after I started using it. Yeah, but you've got more options nowadays, Solana.
They got peptide, they have biotin, they have all kind of hair crap.
They had for hims and all that. Like there's a million alternatives.
Well, Solana will be a for hers.
There's a laser helmet that I may not have looked into.
Solana, get you some for hers and a laser helmet.
In fact, if you want to buy a used laser hair regrowth helmet, I may know a guy.
Yeah, we'll talk during the break. Here's the thing, though. After John Michaels and his very successful hair transplant, I'm not even that concerned because I figure, trip to Turkey won't be the worst thing in the world.
No, there are. Listen, there's plenty of people who shave their head. I'm not doing that. There's plenty of people who get the hair replacement. I'm not doing that either. I'm just going out with what God gave me. But you have plenty of alternatives. The only reason I brought it up, Solana's got a good head of hair. He looks good. I just could not believe the matter of factness in Manny's messages to him. Mm-hmm. It was, but like I said, everyone needs a friend like that who's just going to tell you like it is.
Great friend. Solana, you get mad at Hawk and myself. We're good friends. We let you know your forehead's gigantic. It is what it is.
Manny did a chat GPT. He did a chat GPT of Solana if he were to shave his head. And he sent him a message. And it says, "Hi, Solana. Hope all is well with you. So sorry to bother you. Thought you might like this. Through chat GPT, I created a picture of you bald. It doesn't look bad at all. You should totally shave your head. Sending you many blessings your way to you and your family."
Alternative blessings, Solana. That's a good friend.
Hawk, next time you want a picture for Manny, don't even think about asking me to be in it.
I understand. Because Manny has taken it to the next level.
He has.
He has now tweeted it.
He has tweeted it, and Hawk, he tagged every local news reporter in Miami. And I don't think Manny realizes what he's doing, but he's potentially hurting any chance of having a TV career because nobody's hiring a bald guy for TV.
Manny tweeted out, wow, saw Alex Solana on Local 10 yesterday, and I had no idea he has a bald spot on his head. Suggestion to Alex Solana. He should shave his head and he'll save money on haircuts. I apologize if I offended.
There are a lot of guys on TV, Solana, that alter their hair.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
A bunch of them.
But he doesn't need to. Solana doesn't need to. It is he's losing it on the top of his head a little bit there.
He tries to wrap that. Goodness gracious.
It's pretty bad up there.
Yeah, man. There ain't nothing up there.
It's not good.
No good.
But yeah, Landon Donovan, somebody puts on the chat.
Yeah.
Landon Donovan, he corrected it.
Yeah. But if I got to Landon's level, I probably would just go bald. Honestly, that was a tough look. Or I'd just hide out in my house for a couple of months till the hair grew back. That was a tough look for Landon.
Well, listen, Manny gave you a little tough love. No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
And we all move on with our lives. But the funny part,
not like Manny's a Greek god or anything. I mean, I have a couple things I could say about Manny as well.
Now he's mad at Manny.
The funniest part, though, was Solana going, Manny had a bad angle, sending us another picture thinking that corrected it, and it made it worse.
Those lights are so bright in the Casason, man.
You don't see all that skin.
Hey, I didn't until Gary said something to me.
I don't even know Gary, but he's a good friend.
Yeah, I don't think he did it to be a good friend, though. I think he did it to be an a-hole, and it worked. Ruined my trip to Vegas. All like that was at the time of my life where I didn't pack 7 hats everywhere I went. I didn't know.
I'll agree. Gary should have waited till y'all got home.
Send me a letter
with a check.
All right, let's take a break here. We got to take a break. We'll come back and we'll do more this hour because I still have other stuff that I want to get to. Take a break real quick, and we'll come back with more Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
If your garage door is outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready, you can't wait because we're in the middle of hurricane season right now. Y'all got to call Allied Doors. I'm telling you, Allied Doors are the best for our personal home, the house I live in with my wife and children, and our investment properties. We use Allied Doors. You got to give them a call. Serving South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family-owned service. They are the best. And if I'm calling you out or you know the neighbor I'm talking about, beautiful home, nice family, great loving family, beautiful kept yard. You see those garage doors are garbage? Called Allied Doors. That's what you got to do. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, custom impact-rated doors that are built to protect and upgrade your home. You got to protect and upgrade your home if you can do that, and it's easy with Allied Doors. And the LiftMaster openers, they are quiet. They have side openers. It's so much better than when we were kids. I thought every garage door was loud and took a minute to open. LiftMasters are built to perform. Call Allied Doors today, 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allied-doors.com. Mention this ad, and you'll save $300 off the protection and the upgrade of your home. You got to call Allied Doors. Do not wait. Call Allied Doors today.
You're listening to the Crowder and Solana Show.
I notice you guys don't listen to me very much.
What's that?
What'd you say again?
Did want to thank everybody. You know, we were talking earlier about Crowder being up there at Fanatics Fest and people paying for, pictures with athletes. You found the page, Solana? Do you still have it of what athletes are charging to be photographed with?
I'll have it up in a second.
We can do it at the 5 o'clock hour because I have stuff to get to. But I wanted to, at the beginning of the week, I had mentioned that my son had created this website, this merchandise website for me, but it's his business. He's keeping everything. He does all the graphic design. He created the store, all that stuff. And I wanted to, talk about people pay money to take a picture with an athlete. There's a whole bunch of people. I mean, a whole bunch of people who bought shirts and hoodies and hats on the website, including Chad and Crowder. I don't think you haven't received it yet, have you?
No, I didn't get it yet. It could have came today, but I was already gone.
So if you're interested, it's a website. My son is the proprietor. It is horsemuffins.com or hocklovesavocadotoast.com.
I think I went with Hawk Loves Avocado Toast. I don't know.
I think that resonates more with the listeners of the radio show. Yeah. The listeners of the Hawk and Stugatz podcast, probably horsemuffins.com resonates more with them. But for our show, our purposes, hocklovesavocadotoast.com resonates. But there is a shirt that's Hawk and Crowder and Solana and Jimmy. It happens to be a good shirt. Maybe we should add Manny onto that, Solana. It's totally up to you. You decide whether you want to or not. You want to send Manny a gift?
No, I do not.
Solana, that's a great friend.
It's not. He's not a great friend. He's not.
It's not. The way, I don't want to relitigate it, but the way Manny went about that, I don't think it's the right way. You don't go, wow, I can't believe how bald you are. And if you just shaved your head, you'd save money on haircuts. Like, I don't know, but that's the thing about Manny that is so beautiful. He's very matter of fact.
You told me, like, my buddies, some of my friends from college, they were playing semi-pro football in Fort Myers and Bumbleweed, Alabama, and I had to tell them, I'm like, bro, let this football thing go get you a career. Like, you have kids.
Yeah, not your spot to do that.
Yeah, but it is, and I said it nicely. So sorry.
Let someone live out their dream.
But what? How do you say it? How do I tell somebody, hey, you're making less money than it costs to live in Fort Myers, bro?
You don't have to. And you don't have to tell someone who's going bald that they're going bald, because trust me, they know that they're going bald. They don't need you. I think he may have known. And if he didn't know now, he would have known in a few weeks or a few months. Whenever he found out, he found out.
Okay. You don't think I know that my hairline has receded
7 inches?
Right.
I don't think you knew how bad it was on top, though.
Trust me, I know. Trust me. Okay. Trust me, I know. And also, I found it genuinely funny what Manny did on Instagram DMs. Genuinely. That's why I sent it to you guys. If I was actually self-conscious, I don't send it to you two of all people.
I know. No, it was funny.
But for Manny to then post that on Twitter.
Yeah, he went a little overboard there.
And then to tag all of the South Florida media who's going to see the picture, to me, is not something a friend does, Crowder. And by the way, the community we built here, I love it. Manny comes out to the shows. We take pictures with Manny. I like Manny. Now, not so much. And the next time Manny comes out to a show, okay, you disrespect me a little bit. You want to humiliate me a little bit. All right, Manny, we'll see. We'll see how that goes over. When you want to come meet me at Sabata Rooftop to take pictures with me and all my friends when I didn't invite you. All right, Manny, we'll see how that goes. Okay.
I would say that I had you need to give up this football conversation sitting in the corner of Twin Peaks with my buddy.
Yeah,
it wasn't broadcast though. I was like, hey man.
Right. But even then you don't need to do it because he knows he doesn't have a football career. He didn't need you to tell him.
You're making $1,200 a month. Your rent is $2,000 a month. What are we doing here, bro?
Somebody suggests a balding Solana t-shirt. Is that okay for the website?
If it's going to make you and your son money, I'm cool with it.
Not going to make me any money. All the money goes to DJ. I mean, theoretically, it helps me out because I got to pay his rent if he doesn't have any money. So it doesn't matter.
I'm ordering more shirts. I'm gonna
It
order
all
them during the
comes out
break.
in the wash. Horsemuffins.com or hocklovesavocadotoast.com. All right. 5 o'clock hour is coming up. I want to get Solana's thoughts on the World Cup final, which is going to be on Sunday. It is a little bit sad. It's like the end of when football season rolls around. You know you're not going to have it for a while, except this one's different. You're not going to have this for 4 years. Where's the next one? Oh, the next one's like a million different places, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 different countries. It is the Centennial World Cup, the 100-year anniversary. Wow. One game will be played in Uruguay in the Estadio Centenario. The first ever World Cup was hosted there in 1930. They'll play one game in Argentina, one game in Paraguay, and then the rest of the tournament will be played in Spain, Morocco, and Portugal.
Yeah, it's going to be – there's going to be a lot. That's going to be a lot of – that's going to be difficult for fans who want to just follow their although I guess they'll keep each team in a specific location.
Well, only 3 games are being played in South America and that continent. So my guess is there will be one group stationed or 2 groups stationed in South America. There will be a couple days in between their games. Everybody else, the tournament's happening in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, and then everybody will fly over there.
Quickly, I know we got a break. Did we prove ourselves? Did the U.S. prove ourselves with this World Cup?
Bro, if Gianni Infantino could put this in the United States every year, he would. And by the way, part of the reason why they're doing it in multiple continents, because remember, Morocco, while the Moroccans themselves might consider themselves Europeans, that's Africa. Part of the reason why FIFA's doing it this way is so that they technically satisfy the criteria of 3 different continents hosting the World Cup so that it can come back to the United States in 2038, which to me is 100% going to happen because FIFA can fill their pockets here more than they can fill their pockets anywhere else in the world.
Totally agree. But I think the U.S. did themselves proud with this World Cup. Like you didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know if the world was going to be laughing at us, and they were not.
Yeah. Them stadiums were stupid.
5 o'clock hour is coming up. In Miami, we don't drink coffee. We drink cafecito, and our pastries are called pastelitos. And when you want a low price, you know you always pay less with your Pricito at Durrell Volkswagen. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all your favorite new Volkswagen models like a Tiguan, Jetta, Taos, Atlas, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Durrell Volkswagen this weekend. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Volkswagen with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money because you always pay less with your Pricito at Durrell Volkswagen.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I think I am the world's biggest Erling Haaland fan. He's got a head of hair that I would give Clayton McCullough's left leg for.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
Yeah, bring back Harlem Shake and bring back Gangnam Style. That's when you'll know we're back. Speaking of bringing back, my son just found this. He was cleaning out some stuff and moving back up to Tampa. It's my old Watchman.
Wow.
That's a portable TV, black and white with an antenna.
What would you use that for?
You would use this to watch TV.
Right. No, I understand that. I understand the concept of a portable TV. I'm saying like in what instance would you pull that bad boy out and fire up whatever channel?
Honestly, sporting events.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's a Watchman. DJ was packing up some stuff for Tampa and pulled out an old box. He was looking for his old Xbox. He's like, I still have all the Xbox games. He's like, do you think I have my original Xbox? I said, yeah, I think it's in a box. And he's like, he just brought me this Watchman. This is a portable TV, black and white. I don't think I can get anything anymore because I don't think television stations broadcast analog over the air anymore, do they?
No.
But we would bring it to a Bears game. It was the only way to see a replay. So when I was at the Bears game with my dad, like this was crazy that we could actually see a replay when everyone around us couldn't.
If it's nostalgia for you, I understand. If it's the love of,
well, what else would it be? Watch a program?
It's really garbage.
Yeah, no, it's a collectible. It can't be used. There's no way to use it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I keep all that stuff too. I've told you guys, like, all my old video game consoles, I have every single one in a box.
I have PlayStation 1.
Do you use it?
No.
So why do you have it?
I don't even know if you could plug it into a TV. I don't know if I have the right inputs.
There's no HDMI on a PlayStation 1.
No, there is not.
I've had this conversation with my wife. Like, what is this here for? You haven't worn this dress in 6 years.
Let's do headlines here for the 5 o'clock hour on this Friday. Brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. By the way, Crowder is in New York. He's there at Fanatics Fest. I sent you guys a tweet from Darren Ravel. This is wild. Messi is confirmed at Fanatics Fest 6 p.m. today. And Darren Ravel writes, why Michael Rubin all along wanted to do this during the World Cup to show this insane flex.
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't been over there, but our producer went, and I think Ryan went, and they were saying it's 5 times bigger than it was 2 years ago.
Can you imagine a Super Bowl where the star, you're talking about a World Cup final on Sunday, Leo Messi is the star attraction. Imagine a fan fest for the Super Bowl, and 2 days before it, Patrick Mahomes is there.
Hawk, when it's monopoly money, why don't you capitalize?
Yeah, no. I mean, Michael Rubin, like, he calls the shots. He's got monopoly money.
It's how much? How much you need? You need a private jet. You need 6 million. You need 12 million. You need 20 million. Give me a number. I'll send the jet.
Do you have that list of what it costs to take a photo with someone, Solana?
I do. I have everybody that will be participating in the photo op purchases at Fanatics Fest.
So we did like a quiz in the 3 o'clock hour. So who's at is there anyone higher than Jalen Brunson at $938?
The problem is I have to click on people in order to see, like, but there's some good ones, man. Mike Piazza is here.
$300.
No chance.
$169.
Yeah.
The Fanatics demographic is a lot younger than us.
Give me another.
Roger Clemens.
Ooh, Roger Clemens. I'm gonna go $380.
$283.
Wow.
A lot of WWE like wrestlers here
Yeah,
as
those
well.
guys, they do all this stuff constantly. I mean, that's a huge part of their income.
Yeah.
Crowder, don't you love Lawrence Taylor? Isn't he one of your favorite football players ever?
No, my favorite football player ever. The reason I played football and the reason I played the way I did was Lawrence Taylor.
What would you be willing to spend to see Lawrence Taylor?
I'm not trying to hit the list. What would I be willing to spend? 0, because I have his phone number. But I think he'd be around a $300 guy.
In New York, too, where he's a legend. So I'm going to say $425.
$136.
Wow.
Damn, LT.
That's crazy.
Jerry Rice?
Well, we had Randy Moss earlier, and what did I say he was? 300 and something, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Jerry Rice. Let me look at what Randy Moss was because I have it there. Randy Moss was $354. Jerry Rice has to be $399.
$280.
$283.40.
Because he disappeared. Randy Moss is known for TV and You Got Mossed.
That's true.
Yeah, these young kids don't know what nobody says you got riced.
Floyd Mayweather?
Oh.
Ooh.
Floyd.
That's a good one. Because he likes money. He likes big paydays. He doesn't like to scrape together, $36,000.
Yeah. But he has had financial troubles recently.
I'm still going to say $800.
1,000.
$392.
Oh, Floyd. I'm going to go
get
shoot him
two.
something. I'm going to slide him a 20.
Let's see. Antoine Griezmann.
Who?
Crowder. That's Crowder money.
Who is that?
$71.
Who is that?
Antoine Griezmann is the 2018 World Cup champion, one of the most famous French players of the last 2 decades. Started at Atletico Madrid for over a decade, and now he's coming to Orlando City as one of the biggest signings in MLS history.
Is he bigger than that Van Dyke guy?
They're on the same level.
Oh, that's pretty big.
What's his last name? Greasy.
Antoine Griezmann.
I'm going to say $299.
$169.
I was just under. I meant $2.99. $2.99.
Antoine Griezmann.
Alex Rodriguez.
A-Rod in New York?
See, but I think he likes to be a man of the people. And so, he's like, oh, I don't want to charge more than $250. I'm going to say $250.
$300.
Yeah, $322.
Yeah.
Is that like his career average or something?
My guess is there's a lot of percentages that Fanatics ends up taking, so that's why all the numbers are a little interesting. I think Hawk, Jalen Brunson was the most expensive. Was there another one that you had said that was over $1,000?
No, that was it. Jalen Brunson was $937. Scottie Pippen was $665. And then we got down to Ocho Cinco at $87.
The least I've seen is Keith Hernandez. I watched the Seinfeld episode with Keith Hernandez last night. Funny enough.
He's a New York legend, and he's a New York broadcaster, too.
Game 6. That was the bid in Seinfeld. Using Game 6.
Name's
$87 for Keith Hernandez.
I would say that might be the floor. If Ocho and he did 87, that might be the floor.
Yeah. All right, what do you got for the headlines, Solana?
Tomorrow, you've got the third place game happening here in Miami, England versus France. That'll be a 5 p.m. start. And on Sunday, of course, it is the World Cup final. I'd mentioned to you guys Messi and Lamine Yamal, and I've sent you both a couple different articles, a couple different pictures and tweets of this unbelievable photo where you have a young Leo Messi 19 years ago, showering, literally bathing, baby Lamine Yamal. And you see that video or picture, and you probably think to yourself, wow, AI. Somebody made this AI video. That is, in fact, not an AI picture. That is a real picture, an event put on by UNICEF at the time, a charity function. Lionel Messi, in just the very early parts of his career in Barcelona, bathing Lamine Yamal, now two of the biggest stars in the history of sports, going toe-to-toe in the World Cup final tomorrow.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Who bathed you for you to get to the NFL?
Randy Crowder. he bathed me with cocaine.
Hawk, probably a Talk About It Tuesday topic, but if you had to choose one person from the radio station to bathe you, who would it be?
So am I 600 pounds again? Like, I'm not mobile.
You're just you, but you have to sit in a tub and somebody from the radio station has to bathe you.
So in other words, I don't need someone to bathe me. I've lost a bet.
Correct.
This is just tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we have to get bathed by somebody.
I have to be bathed by someone.
This is cake for me.
And do I want a good bath? We got to take the female employees out of this, by the way.
Yeah.
Good point.
You're thinking too deep.
Well, I don't want it to get creepy.
I want Hawk to bathe me.
I want Jimmy to bathe me because I think Jimmy would take the utmost care in making sure that I'm comfortable, that I'm clean. I think he would towel off my bottom and perhaps even powder it.
Choose someone else. I ain't bathing you.
He'd powder your bottom.
Yeah, I think he would really treat me like a baby.
Hawk's hands are so soft and supple.
That is true.
My kids, they talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter Ava talks to me. She's like, Hawk's hands are they're so soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to be bathed, but if I have to be bathed, I need those Hochman hands.
Yeah. I would literally jump off my balcony before I bathed you.
The water's going to be, it's not going to be clear when I get out.
It's going to be red from my blood having put a bullet in my head.
I think I bathed Wednesday. What's today?
That's gross, man. Yeah, Crowder's last on the list because he doesn't have any hygiene, any personal hygiene.
He doesn't know the skills in bathing.
Right.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even use soap.
Yeah. Bad news. Bad news.
I just rinse you off.
Speaking of burlap, his towel probably feels like burlap.
So you telling me your towel doesn't have dirt on it when you dry off? I don't think y'all are living.
Real quick, because we're out of time, Solana, I want to get to Clay Ferrero. Just give us your 30-second handicap of the World Cup final, because you know more about soccer than any of us.
Spain is definitely the better roster, the better team. They've had a better overall tournament. Argentina has proven to you that they don't need to play a great 90 minutes to win a game. They have the greatest player ever. I understand the argument of it feels like they're a team of destiny, considering how they've been able to just scratch and grind and claw their way to win these tough games against very quality opponents the other day in England. Spain's the better team. This is the best defensive-minded team Argentina will play all tournament. If Argentina has to pray for miracles again down the stretch, I don't think it's going to happen. I think they have to come out and try to beat them, score early, because, again, defensively, Spain is just so well-structured that I think if it's a close game, Spain will end up grinding this out, and Argentina's miracle run will come to an end.
Well, who are you betting? Instead of if it works out this way, like who are you betting?
Spain. I think they're better. I think they play out of the back better, and I don't think they'll have to resort to the tactics England, Egypt, and Switzerland resorted to, which is just pray you hold on to a lead by parking the bus. Spain will continue to press. Spain will continue to counter. And again, they can play out of the back, which totally negates Argentina's ability to just get crosses into the box and take over a game in the final 20 minutes. I think Spain's the better team. I think Spain will end up dominating possession, and I think Spain's going to win this game.
Spain's plus 130, by the way, if you want to bet them. Plus 130. Argentina's plus 260, and a tie is plus 200.
The better bet is probably just riding with Argentina, honestly.
Right, just saying, what the hell? I'll take anytime I can get Messi in a championship match, plus 230, I'm going to take them every time.
Yeah, and the way that they've been winning games, right? Yeah. Like the way that they've been doing it is spectacular. It kind of reminds me of the New York Knicks a little bit, where every game was close. You felt like the Spurs were going to win every game. Oh, here come the New York Knicks. Every single time it was inevitable they were going to go on some run in the final 3 minutes. Argentina's had that magic all tournament. So when you have that and the greatest player ever on your team playing at this level at plus 230 or 250, whatever you said, it's probably the better bet.
Is Spain going to get conservative?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like they're not going to do that. They're not just going to park the bus and play with 6 defenders. Their back line of 4 is just too quality, and then their entire game is based on them controlling possession and playing together, touching, as we were discussing yesterday. So to me, they won't have to resort to that at the very end of the game.
This soccer lingo is weird.
It's a completely different lingo.
You want to touch and play out the back. It's a weird little lingo y'all use in soccer.
What's wrong with playing out the back every now and then?
How about the food, calling it scran? I mean, it's a whole different ball game.
It's a whole, he talks about it confidently, and I trust you, Solana. But yeah, some of these phrases are weird.
Marlins play tonight. Jack McMullen's on the call right here on this radio station, FM 104.3 WQAM. They open up a 3-game series in Milwaukee against the Cerveceros, the Brewers. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 90 degrees, hot, humid, still a little rainy in Miami. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
Let's talk a little Giannis with Clay Ferrero in the next segment. Cheetah Pompano, that's a great spot to watch a game this weekend or some fights. But this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, Cheetah Pompano, you can enjoy some of the entertainment, the most beautiful ladies in South Florida, and enjoy a little soccer, a little footy as well. Cheetah Palm Beach, they are having a sexy luau party on Wednesday, July 22nd. So you want to head to Cheetah Palm Beach next Wednesday for a day of food, drinks, and good vibes. There'll be a free luau lunch special, 11:30 till 3, a roast pig carving station, $5 sex on the beach drink specials, $25 bar tab giveaways, a hula hoop contest with a $100 grand prize, and more. That is Wednesday, July 22nd at Cheetah Palm Beach. But don't forget, this weekend, final 2 soccer matches, Saturday and Sunday. You can watch them at Cheetah Pompano Beach and Cheetah Palm Beach as well. You can get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
What is going on with the bleu?
WQAM.